thanks everyone for joining today's session. And as I mentioned in last session also, today we are going to take very important Dataweave function, which you need to use very frequently. And especially like whenever data security comes in picture, at that time, we will use these functions, whatever function we are going to discuss. So most of you, I think, most of you are familiar with secured properties. Okay. So in secure properties, what we do, we used to, whenever we have any sensitive data, we used to secure it and we used to store inside property file. And then whenever we want to use that, we used to uh, decrypt that value and then we use that value wherever we required. Same way, whenever security comes in data, whenever security comes in data, okay, that security, like a secure property we use to securing our property value, like for example, credential of any database system, Salesforce system. Okay, at that time we use that particular. Okay, and I hope most of you know this syntax, like how to, for example, this is the syntax. So Java secure property, you need to download this jar, and then you need to write this string. Means how you want secure value, like this is coming as a string. Then encryption or decryption, what you want to perform, then algorithm and all. So this we use to secure our property file. Okay, property value. Can
I'm
be
sorry, I'm not able to see your screen.
okay. If you have any problem, then discuss in chat, and I
We,
think it's only for you. Okay, so
yeah, we can
you
see
need
your
to
screen.
reconnect.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so in this case, we are getting this encrypted property, and we used to configure in our code or property file, and then in our code we used to decrypt this and we used to use this, like we use this. But whenever security like things comes for our data, then how we can secure our data using Dataweave function. So today we are going to discuss on that part. Okay, so here we have two part of today's session. First one is we have this library, values library. Okay, in this library we have one function what we use very frequently, and mostly we use to secure our log and all. Sometimes we use to secure our data also, and but mostly we use to secure our log. Okay, whenever you are displaying any customer information, so there may be few sensitive information which you can't, or you should not display that data in your log, which you should not capture in your log. So in that case, what you can do, you can secure that data with asterisk symbol. Okay, so how it works, so I will tell you. So this particular function is masking function. Okay, so we will use this mask function, which is a part of this value library. Okay, values library. Okay, so whenever you want to use, first you need to import this library. Okay, import from dw util values. This is our library, and then inside this we have this mask function. And like here, what you need to define, you need to define here, for example, this is our JSON payload, or we have this particular payload. Okay, inside this payload I have multiple password. Okay, password Spider-Man, password Batman, whatever password we have here, I want to mask this password when I want to log this data. Okay, or whenever I want to send this data to calling system, I want to mask this data before sending. Okay, so for this, what we will use? We will use this mask function. And here we need to define field name also. I want to mask which field. So here I want to mask password. So I given field name as a password. And I want to mask with asterisk symbol. Okay, so this will be like syntax to use this function. Let me take you through Dataweave. So what I will do first, I will just right now we have this payload. Okay, we have this JSON array where we have name and password. Okay, Peter, Eric, Spider-Man, or this whatever we have. Okay, now I will use that function mask, and then I need to define field, which field I want to mask. If you want, you can mask name also. If you want, password also. So here I'm giving I want to mask password, and what like special character we will use to mask, I will use this asterisk symbol. Okay, so here you can see everywhere password is coming with this. $$ is not supported. Let me see any other special character. Yeah. So there are few special character which support by this mask function and you can use. So but like this asterisk symbol is most widely used whenever you want to do masking. Okay, everyone clear with this? So similar to this mask function, like similar to this syntax, mask function has another syntax also. Okay, so here if you come to another syntax, here you can see mask. After that, we are giving simply which key I want to, which key value pair I want to mask. So my key name is password. Okay, so if I come here, so here previously I used to define this as a field password. Now I will remove this field and I will simply put password here. Okay, so what will happen? All the password will be masked in our payload. So both are like both do same task only. Will not support multiple masking. Was trying if it can support multiple masking, but it doesn't. So both do same functionality, and mostly we use this if whenever we want to mask our data. Okay. Now coming to this mask function, we have one more pattern. Okay. So one pattern we have seen whenever we have this payload and we want to mask some value for particular key. Either we can give field name this, or we can remove this and we can simply name, we can give name of key. And we have third part of this, that is this one. Okay, here let me explain you first how it works. Okay, so here you can see this particular array has multiple arrays. Okay, so let's say this array has one more data. This array has 4, this array has 3, 2, 2, like this. Okay, so I want to mask index 0 of this all repeating element with value true. So what I will do, mask index, then with, and then value. Or if I want to change this true to 1, 2, 3. So here you can see, or let me do it with. So here you can see we have multiple in this particular array. We have multiple nested array. OK, in each array, index 0 will be masked with this asterisk. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 masked with this. Here 4 is masked with this. 4, 5, 6 this, and then this 0 masked with this. Okay, so what it will do, this function will do. Here you will define index and you want to mask with which value you need to define, and it will do like this. If I will change this from 0 to 3. Okay, so for this particular array, nested array, we have index 3, so it got masked, but it doesn't have, so nothing is here. For this also nothing is here, for this also nothing is here. So if that index will exist in that nested array, then that value will be masked. If that doesn't exist, then it will be as it is. Is it clear to everyone? Anyone has any query on this three, like on this mask function?
is this work just on the multidimensional array or it works on single array also?
Okay, let me try. You want this one, correct?
Yes.
So here also it's working. Okay, fine. So coming to next part. So for this library, actually, there are multiple functions, like 2, 3 more functions are there, but that are completely like not in use. So I don't want to take necessary. First, we will be focused on what important function we have, which we use very frequently. Now, again, second part, we have second library, that is crypto library. And this one also, it's a very frequently used. OK. So for example, you have some data. OK. And whenever you want to send to target system or whenever you want to send back to calling system, you want to encrypt that data. OK, so to make it more sensitive, you want to encrypt that data. Again, that target system will receive that data and they will decrypt with same algorithm. Same way, like if you are passing that data to client, so they will receive this data and they will encrypt from their side. So during communication, if you want to decrypt that data so that even if hacker will get that data, they will not able to understand actual message. Okay. So this in that case, we use this crypto library. OK. Now coming to crypto library, like we have multiple algorithm. OK. So we have multiple algorithm by which we can encrypt our data. So we'll see one example here. OK. So first one we have HMAC binary. OK. So what it will do? So whatever content you will pass here, you can see. So first what we need to do, we need to define secret value, which secret key you will use to encrypt your data. Then you need to give your binary content. OK, and then you need to define algorithm, what algorithm you will use. OK, so as a input, you need to pass 3 parameters. First, secret value, then binary content, and then algorithm, what you are going to use. OK, so let's take this example. OK, so here I want to generate this key is this and then value is this here. So here this will be like syntax. So I want to use this HMAC binary function. Before that, I need to write this keyword crypto HMAC binary. Now inside this, as I mentioned, here you need to define secret. OK, so what secret you want to use? So this is my secret value. And this is my actual data, what I want to encrypt. OK, and then you need to define algorithm. This is the algorithm. And you can see here, our output is here. HMAC binary encrypted data. OK, once user will receive this or once target system will receive this, they have to use same secret key and they have to use same this algorithm to decrypt this data. Okay, so this is the one way to secure our data whenever we are communicating through internet. OK, so this is the first way. This is our HMAC binary. OK, and this is a part of crypto library. Whenever you will define this, you need to take care of 3 things. First, like secret key, then for processing data, and then algorithm. Okay. So here you can see. Next, this one. OK, here we have few more algorithm. OK, so here I have shown you one algorithm, HMAC SHA1 Same way we have few more algorithm, HMAC SH1, SH1, 224, 256. So we have multiple algorithm. So you can use, whenever you are using this algorithm, you need to be careful with your GTK version. Okay, which version of Java you are using, your application is using. Based on that, you can use algorithm. Okay, so that list you can explore on internet, which version support which algorithm, which version of Java support which algorithm. Okay, but your most of the function will be supported by JDK 8 and 12. If you are using JDK 8 and 12, then most of the algorithm will be supported there. Similar to this HMAC binary, we have HMAC with. Okay, so it also encrypt our data. Here syntax will be secret as binary. Okay, then content as a binary. Okay, where is actual and algorithm. Okay, only like there are different way of like encrypting data. So this is one way, this is one algorithm, or one way of encrypting, this is another way. So here we are going to discuss 3-4 way. So this is the second way of encrypting data. Okay, each like function has their own way. So internally they have defined sub algorithm to encrypt that data. Okay, based on your client requirement, based on your source system requirement, what kind of algorithm they support, you also need to do in same way. If they support this HMAC binary, then you need to encrypt in HMAC binary, and you need to tell them what secret you are using and what is algorithm, what algorithm you are using. If they will support HMAC with, then you also need to encrypt with HMAC with. Okay, so that you need to check compatibility. We have multiple options. You need to check compatibility with your source or target system, what they support. Okay, so only difference is here. In previous case, what we got this hexadecimal. I think that was octal, not hexadecimal. That was binary data, and this is the in this form of string. Okay, previous one, whatever encrypted data using previous algorithm, this HMAC binary, we as a response we got binary data. Means as a response means as a result we got binary data. So this algorithm will generate binary data. But second algorithm, this algorithm will generate string. Okay, so that's why I told you, you need to check compatibility with your target system and your source system or client. What algorithm will they support, what method they support, and in which format they want encrypted data. If they want in string, then you must need to use HMAC with. Okay, and here also, yeah, you can see we got string data. Okay, since we don't know, like there are multiple system exist in market. There may be some system they don't support binary data, or there may be some system they support only binary data. Based on that, you need to check your compatibility and you need to select proper algorithm. Okay, so coming to next. Okay, MD5. Okay, so MD5 is also another way. Here you don't like, here we don't need any secret value. Okay, so in previous two case we have seen we must need to use one secret value, same as our property. Whenever we create secure property, we also need to use one secret key. But in this case, we don't need any kind of secret key. Okay, simply you will use this MD5 algorithm, and you need to pass your data. Okay, so what it will do, it will simply convert that data into encrypted form, and it will generate the result. Okay. Okay, one more thing, it will generate hexadecimal lowercase string. Okay, so let me take this. Okay, so this is the output of this particular MD5 algorithm. So here syntax will be crypto key and then algorithm name, or it's not algorithm, you can say function, predefined function. MD5 actually based on their algorithm they have given name. Okay, this is the function name, but MD5 is an algorithm to encrypt data. Okay, internally they have used this algorithm, so that's why they have given name like this. And this is our actual data. Okay, so here I can use anything. Okay, let me check. Actually, there are multiple software available in market. There you can easily decrypt. Okay, MD5. Let me check. This decoder you can use to decode your MD5 data. Let me see if anyone is working. Enter your, okay.
Try to encrypt first, Ravi, and see.
Maybe you are copying the double quotes, right? Will it be a problem?
I tried both actually. I don't know how. Okay, let me compare with our value. It seems same only, no? Last is 89954. 89954. Okay. So this is the algorithm to encrypt. Let me try to decrypt here. Okay. They're unable to decrypt, but if you see when we encrypted same value, we got same digit. Maybe let me try to use MD5 hash. Okay. I don't know any good tool.
This is on some other language or what?
So that you, I think everyone can explore. So there are multiple tools are available which you can use and to verify like whatever you encrypted that is correct or not.
Does it have its own key, like fixed key to be used to encrypt decrypt, so that the
Yes,
data
yes.
is transformed? Okay.
Yes, so they have some algorithm. Okay, so we will not pass anything. We will just select this particular function and we will pass our input payload. Okay, what we want to encrypt. That's it. Okay, unfortunately, like for JWT token, we have very good tool like JWT.io. There you can go and you can decrypt. But unfortunately for MD5, I can't find. There must be some good tool available in market.
Library doesn't have the option to decrypt the data we encrypted.
Here, no, we don't have. This is all for encryption. There must be some tool. I don't know why I'm able to find. Okay, this is also doing encryption only. I want decryption. Okay, let it be. I don't want to spend time here. But this is correct. If you have seen, if you remember, like we used one place where that also generated same value. Okay, so this encryption is working fine. So this is another way. Here, this is a bit simple than other. You don't need to select any algorithm or anything. You will just pass the message. Okay, what you want to encrypt. Okay. To next, we have SH1, SHA1. Okay, this is also very similar to that MD5 only, but here result will be into hexadecimal lower string. Okay, so again I'm saying like you need to select whatever function we have. All function do same thing, but you need to select based on client requirement. If they will say I can support only hexadecimal lowercase string, then we will use this SHA1. For this one, this is hexadecimal. There is no lower string, or it can be anything. Okay, it can be uppercase low. Okay, this is also lowercase. MD5 is also lowercase. And SHA also support same. Okay, but only thing they have different algorithm to encrypt. Syntax will be very similar to MD5 one. You just need to replace this with SHA1. Okay, let me try one thing. Our current value is 89954. SHA1. Here you can see this is also encrypting data. Same value, developer guide. But the thing is, after encryption, result is different. And the main reason behind this, since internally they are using different algorithm. Okay, let me try to search any online tool for SHA1. SHA1 decrypt. No. None of this is calculate SHA1 has. Okay. So decryption, actually, I'm unable to find any tool, but the encryption, I think they give us encrypted value. So let me take what decryption I use developer guide. Let me take to try to encrypt this and if we are getting same data or not. Use here also. So this is 53D7. 53D7. Okay, so this encryption is correct. Okay. Decryption, I am not sure why it's not working, but this is the another way where we can encrypt our data. Okay. And last we have hash width. Okay, so here what it will do, this function will, this is our like payload, and then you need to define here function. Okay, so last actually we did this MD5 SHA, we defined individually, we have direct function, but we have another way, hash width. Here you can define which you want to, which function you want to use, MD2, MD5, SHA1, SHA256. Okay, these two are direct function where you can encrypt your data using MD5 or SHA1. But this hash width function will give you option to select your algorithm. Okay, and it support multiple algorithm like SHA1, SHA256, SHA384, SHA512, MD5 and MD2. Okay, so like if you want to use this two, better to use this one. Okay, this one will support multiple. Okay, anytime you can come and you can change here. Okay, and all this function, the main objective of all this function, like it will give you encrypted data, and generally we use this like format whenever generally we use this whenever we want to encrypt or decrypt our data. Okay, so here you can see we are doing hash width. This is our content payload, and this is the algorithm we selected, and it will again it will give you binary data. Okay, output of this function will be binary. Okay, I think for this session, like we have only this function, and like I covered all the encryption function. For this particular library, we have few more function, but that is very like rarely used. Okay, but this one, like this particular function mask is very frequently used. Let me do a small recap here. So first we discussed about values library, where we have mask function, which will mask your sensitive data whenever you are logging your data or whenever you are sending to source or target system. Okay, and syntax will be mask, then you need to select field name and then mask with which special character. Okay, it support few special character, not all. Then if you want to, like, this is the another syntax where you need to provide key. Okay, but here we don't need field before this key. We can directly enter field name, key name, sorry. Then we have this, like if we have array and you want to mask any particular index, then we will use this mask index with value function. Okay, so here I want to mask with 1, 2, 3, mask 0 with 1, 2, 3. So wherever you can see 0th index 1, 2, 3, 4 will be masked with 1, 2, 3, or we can use with this also. Okay, we can mask with any special character also. Then we have crypto function. In crypto function, we have multiple algorithm by which, or multiple function by which we can encrypt data. And when we need encrypt data, so in previous case we have seen we are sending like mask data. Okay, now once it will go to target system or it will go back to calling system in source system, in any way they will not able to come, they will not able to find actual data. In previous case, if you will follow this masking, like once they will receive data, there will not be any possible way they can get that actual data. But in case of encryption, if you are using encryption, that data will be, that sensitive data will be secured, but there will be some way by which they can, like wherever you are passing that data, they will able to fetch actual data. So based on requirement, you need to use either masking or you need to use encryption. I hope this point is clear. This is very important point you need to understand. Is there anyone who is not getting this point, when we should use masking, when we should use encryption? Yes.
Hello, Ravi. Hello, Ravi. I have a question.
Yes.
Actually, when we mask the data and when we perform any data transformation on masking data, what value will get actually?
Sorry. Can
After
you?
masking the data, masking the data,
Okay.
when we perform any data transformation on the data, what will be the value resultant will get? Actually, is there masked data or will get any other result?
Once you mask your data, there is no way to get actual data.
Okay.
That is the important point when we select masking and when we select encryption. If you selected masking, once you mask your data, you process your data. After that, there is no way to get your actual data. So if your information is very much sensitive, and you should not provide any way to user to encrypt that data or target system to decrypt that data, then you should go with masking. They will just come to know, okay, we have this particular data exist in target system or it exist in some system, but we will not able to use that data, then we will use masking. And if you know, like whenever I am passing, that is sensitive information, whenever I am passing through internet, I will pass in the form of encrypted data, so that once it will reach to target system, we will tell them which algorithm or which security key they should use to decrypt that data to get actual data. Then we will use this encryption algorithm where we have this crypto function, crypto library. Okay,
thank you.
Yeah, in crypto library we discuss binary HMAC binary. So syntax we have seen, like we need to pass secret value, then actual payload, and then algorithm. Okay, which algorithm we want to use. As I mentioned, it supports multiple algorithm, and based on your Java version, which your environment is using which Java, you need to select appropriate algorithm. That list you can easily find from internet. Then we have HMAC with. So here also syntax is very similar. So you need to pass secret key, then your payload, and then algorithm. Okay. So here you can see it will give you result will be in the form of string. In this case, result will be binary. That is the main difference. Next, we have MD5. So if you directly want to convert your result into MD5 and you want to get string output, then you will use this function. Next, we have.
I have a question. Sorry.
Yes.
Actually, if we encrypt the data by using MD5 or HMAC binary, if we are not going to give any key or something like that, right?
Yes, correct. Since they have their
yeah. No, after encrypting data, we are getting another key value. If we decrypt that without with the base key, anyone can decrypt, right?
Yes. So there are multiple way of security, no? So some security are less secure. That will not be very complex. Some security are very much secure and they need complex algorithm.
Okay. And actually, we also tried to decrypt the data, but we didn't decrypt the data, right? So how can we secure this?
Sorry, how can?
How can we secure, like if the target source target in the client side, if someone want to decrypt the data, they can fetch that decrypted data and they can decrypt it. Anyway, they know that what we have used, like SHA1 or MD5. MD5 we are not giving any key, so anyone can decrypt the data from the client side, right?
Yes.
Then what's the use of encryption?
Encryption, while you are exchanging your data on your internet. So whenever your data is on internet, someone can hack your data. Okay. If it will be plain text data, they can easily read that one. If it is encrypted data, that will be a bit complex for them.
Okay. This will secure our data only while transmitting, not on the client side, right?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get to your last point. Can you tell me again?
No, yeah. Actually, this will secure our data while transmitting over internet or something, right? But not
Yes.
on the client side, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So just to add for that, like we have another crypto module like PGP encryption or things like that, where if you want to send it from the source system to the target system, or like from the from the middleware to the client, then we can use the crypto the PGP encryption, where we get a valid public key and private key, which can be used only that particular can be used to encrypt or decrypt that. If it is very sensitive,
Okay.
and if you don't want, like when
Okay.
you are sending or when you are sharing, it should be hacked or it should be shared with someone, then that type of encryption we are using. So if you go to studio, there is a module called crypto module in there also. Okay, where you
Okay.
use this PGP encryption, or there are different type of encryption module, okay, using the third party key and secret, which you can encrypt the complete payload which you want to send it to someone
Okay.
else, and there that the client will have a decrypting key. Using that, they will decrypt the data completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Okay, and this has with we discuss at the end. Like here we have again multiple algorithm, and it will give you binary result. Okay, so syntax will be crypto keyword, then this method name or function name, and then your actual payload. Okay, and then algorithm which you need to select from this list. Okay, so this is all about our today's session. If you have any doubt or anything, yeah, you can ask.
Two question in the chat, Ravi. Like one is how to unmask, and another one is can I store the keyword mask as variable?
Okay, so how to unmask means, okay, unmask is not possible. Okay, since we don't know unmask, like you can simply think whatever data you have, you are changing all the data in one format. So there is like there cannot be any way you can regenerate that actual data. For example, you have 1,000 people having different name, and as a keyword you are keeping one name for everyone. Then definitely there will not be any like way to get their actual name. So unmasking is not possible, that we already discussed. Can I store the key mask as variable? Okay, so can I store the keyword mask as variable? Okay, so you mean to say this one? So this mask thing you want to replace with variable. Let me try.
Ashok, you can unmute and you can ask your question if you want. You can make it clear what you are asking.
Okay, if your question is like this masking value you want to make store inside variable and you want to use there, then that's possible. If this is your question, then well and good. Otherwise, you can ask what exactly you want to ask.